Hey, this is Tim, Southwest Ohio Bees. Going to take a quick look at the girls here today, see how they're doing. Getting ready to take off on vacation. I need to check one last time on the girls. Plan on throwing some swifter sheets in on top of each of them. See how the hives are doing, of course, while I'm in there. Have had a lot of hive beetles the last few weeks, and I need to do some mitigation while I'm gone so the hive beetles don't take over. So let's get started and take a look. It is hot as the sun out here, and not looking forward to suiting up, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Let's get started. Going to add a little smoke under the inner cover. Shut that up. Add a little more. Okay. Now I'll take that inner cover off. See what we got. Since there's no queen excluder, you've always got to make sure there's no queen on the inner cover. And there's not. And that's not the best idea. It gets them all riled up. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I do. Again, not the smartest ideas, but what I'm doing from these upper boxes, I am pulling a frame, finding the weakest frame and pulling it, and leaving 9 frames. They're putting a little bit of honey nectar in these frames now. I want to make sure they don't get honey bound, so I want to leave them room. They will build that out. Build those frames out a little bit further. Given that space. Not a lot of space, but a little bit here. Space them just a little bit. There we go. So I got 9 frames up top here is what I've got. And this is what I'll go through winter with on this one. If I don't reduce them down to a medium on top. We'll give it another month here and see how this hive is doing. Meanwhile, let's get the candies on there and the swifters. I am using half-open candies as a suggestion to me because they were eating these candies way too fast. These are supposed to control the small hive beetles, which right now I don't see any on the lid or crawling around top on this one, which is good. But I haven't pulled any frames, which I don't really need to here. Don't really have a big need to. Now, what I've done on Swifter sheet is I've taken cut them right down the middle. So there's 2 halves to the Swifter sheets. Lay one at each end here. Small hive beetles, they'll do is they get trapped in here. Their little tentacles, their feet, get trapped in us. Here. That is the idea. So lay one at each end. And that's all there is to it. Close this hive back up. And move on to the next. I'm going to swap out a couple of these. Actually, I may just pull this upper box. It doesn't look like they're using it enough. Again, I don't believe in giving the bees too much space. I think it's bad for the bees. It encourages pests, beetles, moths, disease. Yeah, I am gonna pull this. They don't need this upper box here. You recall, this was a package I got this year, and they swarmed twice this year on me that I know of, and I suspect maybe even a third time. Let me get this off of here. I will get my brush them off in just a minute. Check a couple frames down here. Make sure they look healthy. Yeah, they've got brood still in here. I'm surprised to find some drones. Season where they're starting to kick out drones. You can see they still got good brood patterns here. The queen I placed in here a couple weeks ago is doing a great job. And for those that are worried about direct releasing a queen, probably about 75% of the queens I release are direct released. This was another one of those that I direct released the queen. You can do it. Doesn't work 100% of the time, but most of the time it does. So I seen what I needed to see on this. I don't need to go any further. I've seen some good brood patterns. Gently put that back down in there. Okay. Okay. Place those half-opened candies in there for the small hive beetles. Drive them away. And again, the swifter sheets. And I'll close this because I'm not going to use that. We do this the hard way. Taking a quick look, make sure the queen's not one of these. I don't really want to shake the queen that hard. Way more hive beetles than I would like to see. Okay, we were at the QMP hive. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mark this queen here. If I can get a hold of her. Oh, and there she goes. Get down in there, and it doesn't want to close. It'd help if it closed. For those that have asked how the QMP swarm has been doing, I had mentioned in one of my videos that I did finally get a queen. Look at this. I've got several frames of brood just like that. So they are doing fantastic. And I had the queen here a second ago. She fell somewhere in the box here. So I'm just going to leave them be for the time being. And go ahead with the Candies and the Swifter sheets. Okay, I'm closing this out inside. It is hot out there. You say, Tim, how hot is it? It's hotter than a... gotta keep this family friendly, so... I won't say. But right now, I'm showing on my thermostat right now is 102.9 degrees outside right now. It's been really nice lately. Today, not so much. Heat index of 116. Man, Hive Life get here in January. I've got to find me a suit that's vented a little bit more. So for all those that want to go Hive Life, 5th, 6th of January, I will also be there on the 4th. So 4th through 6th for me. Down in Seaverville, Tennessee. Yes, down near Gatlinburg. So come on down and join us. It's a great time down there. A lot to learn. A little plug for that for Cayman. Let's see. Got the Candies on. Got the Swifter sheets on all the hives. The QMP hive. Oh, that's a beautiful looking queen. Huge, huge, huge. The little, what do you call that, the little thumb cage that you mark them in, whatever that thing's called. Check that thing before you go to use it. I lost the queen, well, lost it back into the hive. Last time I used it, I got, evidently got marker on it and it stuck. So while I'm fiddling with it, she jumped back out and back into the hive and lost her down in the hive, and it's just too hot to mess and keep chasing her. she's been through enough ordeal for one day, so let her go. I'll get back from Florida. I'll find her again and I'll mark her then. But as you've seen, she's laying some beautiful patterns in that newt box. What I'll probably do before winter is combine that along with that swarm hive I had. Make one single deep hive and overwinter them in that single deep is what I'll probably do. Remove whichever queen is not performing up to par as well, and merge those two. Probably late September, mid-September, probably mid-September. I don't think I want to go much beyond that. Get them settled in about that time. So that's it for now. The girls should be all set while I'm going on vacation. By the time you see this, I'll be relaxing. It's hot now. Why am I going to lay in the sun? I don't know. Why am I doing that? I guess I like to get sand everywhere. Anyway, I'm going down, enjoy the sand and the surf. So this is Tim, Southwest Ohio Bees. You have a fantastic day.